Hello there and welcome to Legal Break. I'm Maureen Akers and with me today is Gary Bruce with Gary Bruce Law. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Good
Gary.
To be here again.
Every
Thank
Wednesday. And we want to just take a brief moment and tell you that this is a segment to educate our viewers. And we definitely would like to get some questions from the viewers. We'd love to have you, give us your legal questions. Gary's up for the challenge. We'd love to be able to answer some of those here on this segment. So we have a email address. It's very simple. It's legalbreak@WTVM.com. And we're going to have that up on the screen while we're talking. Please feel free to send us your questions.
Very good.
So on that note, today we're going to talk about something that I know is on a lot of people's minds, at least one point or another, hit and run driving. What happens if I get hit by a hit and run driver?
Well, that's why we're asking for questions, right?
Yeah.
Now, we want to hit things that are on people's mind. Honestly, this happens more than you'd think.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised at the stories I hear. People are hit and the driver runs from the scene or they leave the scene in the vehicle.
Right.
And so you don't know who it is. So it happens.
Yeah.
And it's surprisingly it happens. What you need to do is document it like you would anything else. You call the police, you make sure that there's an investigation that's ongoing, and you do what you can with your phone. I just can't emphasize that enough. We really have the opportunity these days with personal technology to save a lot of information. So do it, even though you're bewildered and befluxed and upset.
You can still
try and do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That phone can come in handy. So is there any recovery for either my vehicle or medical or, and does my insurance pay? What happens?
Well, if they find the guy, and a lot of times they do, if there's coverage on the vehicle, then that should pay if you don't have your own uninsured motorist coverage. Georgia law is pretty good about that. It says that we're going to insure cars regardless of whether they were properly operated if there's no other way to recover, because there is a policy on the car.
Yeah.
But if you have uninsured motorist coverage, then you'll look to that. That's coverage. We talk about this a lot.
Right.
What's in my policy? What do I have?
Right.
Make sure you have policies.
policy.
Uninsured motorist coverage. It will cover you if they find the guy and he doesn't have insurance, or if you don't even find the guy and he's a John Doe. You can actually bring an action against John Doe who you don't know under your policy. Right.
Wow. So that is important to ask for, yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you have that.
So that's a way to protect yourself.
Right.
So as far as the legal responsibilities, or any other legal issues that may arise from a hit and run?
There's criminal issues that come up for the perpetrator. There's a duty to stay. So remember that. You don't just get to leave, You have a duty imposed by Georgia law that says stay.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Gary, and I look forward to seeing you on the very next Legal Break.